Here back at this custom home. I think last time we shot a video, we had just got sheetrock done, so we can kind of see what's going on now. We started our trim out. We got our interior doors. Starting to put our base and trim on. Cabinets got installed, so we can take a look at that. Again, this is a larger home, so a lot of unique features, high ceilings, just a lot of custom work. We can kind of walk through, see how it's coming together, and the progress we're making. All right, here in the kitchen kind of living area, we got our cabinets installed like we talked about. Again, during our process, we go with our clients, have our appliances selected, fridge, cooktop, oven, microwave, all that, and then we have our cabinets built around them so they all fit in nice and snug. Everything flows together real nice. These particular cabinets, we decided to install bare and raw that we're going to paint later. Sometimes you'll see we install them painted or stained just because of the complexity of this house and all the moving parts. We went ahead and installed them like this, and we're going to paint them later. That way we don't have to deal with matching or touch up anything like that. So these will all get painted nice and smooth, slick, contemporary, modern look. So all going to come together real nice. This island has its own unique shape. We'll trim out the edges, tighten it up. We have our area over here, and then we actually have a cooktop going here that's going to have a vent that pops up. So we have a down vent that's going through the slab out of the house here. So just one of the things you got to think about when you're designing your home or planning or having your site walks, how everything's going to work, function. That way you plan ahead. We come to these stages, everything kind of just starts going together. And again, we got our nice, unique ceiling up top, drop down with the unique shakes. A lot of craftsmanship there went into it. So that's going to look really neat here in a couple months when we get it lit up, finish it up. So subscribe so you can see what that looks like here in a few months. And then we got our cable railing going across, flows with the rest of the house, nice and open. We have our steel features here. The metal's primed, so we'll get those painted to match the floating staircase and the railings. That way everything kind of just ties in together. Walking back through the space, we got the rest of our cabinetry where our sink's going to be. Again, our big window wall. All these windows are the smart windows that are fogged up, and then push of a button they can go clear. So big window wall here, and this is actually going to be a glass panel with a door that's going to be client's kind of art studio. So that'll be real cool to check out. Feeds into this eating area with this nice long drop chandelier. And then over here, off the main kitchen, you have a walk-in pantry, and there's actually a second working kitchen behind. So two working kitchens. You got your main kitchen, living area, and then your working kitchen through here that has all the features you need to cook and whatnot. So just one of the unique features of this home. All right, here in the master bedroom, the master bathroom, continue with some progress. Excuse the mess, obviously, work in progress, but we started with our accent tile along the back shower wall. So we're gonna have that accent tile, the windows, and behind it is actually a garden area, so an enclosed area, but that's gonna light up, go clear, give you some natural lighting here. And then we carried our marble from the floor up the shower wall, so it all kind of flows seamlessly. This is all going to be enclosed glass again. We mud set this for a linear drain, and then it's going to be a zero transition shower. So it'll be nice and smooth, all come together. We dropped our niches down. That way they have place for their functionality as far as soap and whatnot. And then we have speakers here, and then our water hub here, and then we have a handheld, 2 shower heads, rain head, and then a big rain head coming down from this nice floating ceiling that has its own kind of drop downs, and then nice big drop down chandelier. So big tall ceilings, unique feature. Everything's starting to come together. Got our cabinets installed, going to paint those later. We're going to have our floating mirrors, and then our fixtures have started to go in. So just the space, a lot of moving parts. We got our tub that came in. We're getting it dry set, make sure everything fits perfectly before we chip up, get the drain, the lines where we need them, then we'll finish with the marble floor here. But that's why that looks like it now, getting everything kind of just right before we finalize and install. And we got our his and her closets. We have closet systems for both that are being built off-site right now, so those will be installed in a couple months. Be cool to check out. But again, a lot of moving parts. Got your master bedroom here, nice sitting area with tall turret ceiling, drop-down chandelier again. So really unique feature. A lot of moving parts, but a vision the homeowner had, and we're just bringing it to life, and a lot of uniqueness in custom home building. Here in this secondary bathroom, we got our shower tiled installed on the walls and on the floor. As you can see, floor to ceiling tile. Each shower in this home has its unique shower as far as tile used and pattern. We sit down with the homeowner, they make their selection, and then obviously install per their design and kind of the concept they're going for. But this shower, very unique. Got our teal and our blues, our stone tile on the floor with our drain that all slopes with zero transition. So we got our niche, which is granite base that matches the vanity here. So tops have started to go in. And on this home, we have a lot of tops that are going to be top mounted, which means they're going to be the bowl or vessels that sit on top. So that's why there's no sink in it now. We're going to drill our hole once we get our sinks here, mount it on top, be good to go. But just a unique shower. All the showers in this home, custom design. So starting to come together, and you can see kind of what it looks like now. And then as we trim out, again, we'll have frameless glass here. So all starting to come together nice, and just part of the custom home building process. Here upstairs, continued progress. We got our cable railings in, the hand trowel texture again in this home. We have our can lights that started to get trimmed out. Again, we're using LED trim kits in this house instead of the traditional bulbs, just more of the modern slick look. So just kind of depending on the look the home's going for and the homeowner style, that's the reason we're using them here. And obviously tall ceilings, you don't want to have to change light bulbs all the time. So again, moving forward, next video, we'll probably start installing this elevator system that's going here. So we have our entry foyer, nice big custom front door, window wall. We have this tall ceiling with a curved arch feature, and then we have this turret here on top with the open glass. Nice open ceiling, gives that natural light. But we'll have an elevator here on this enclosed entryway foyer, and then we'll have actually a cherry tree in there also. So that'll all start coming together. If you want to subscribe, see what it looks like here in a couple months. Again, building this whole thing out was kind of a project. We have actually steel beams serving as our rafters, and then this wrap beam here is also a steel feature that we tied in the structure from a steel beam in that wall to a steel beam in that wall, so everything's tied in together nice and tight. But just one of the parts with this big custom home that we kind of had to work around and make sure we can bring the client's vision to life, and all moving parts come together. All right, here in the theater room, you can see we have 3 different levels for a seating option. We carried the marble floor throughout in all 3 of these levels, and then down the hallway along with the steps. So everything flows together real nice. We started trim outs in here. We've got our lights going in. We've got our baseboards. These boxes here are all for speakers, which is wired back here. So we have the option for the homeowner to mount a TV here or do a drop-down projector with a power source over there. So give them the option there. That way they can do both down the road. But nice drop-down ceiling. Got the features in there as well. Going to look real cool when we get the light coves in there here towards the end. But again, here in this space too, going to get some sound pads to absorb some of the sound with the marble floor and whatnot, and then also some rugs. So just a cool area coming together, looking real nice. All right, here's still upstairs in the basketball court. Not too much progress. We got this last window installed. If you remember, we had that open. Glass came, wasn't as symmetrical as it should be, so we had to reorder that. Hit a little bit of a delay there, but got it installed. Flows real nice with that line, so everything flows together. But again, nice tall room. Basketball hoop's going to be on this wall. We got everything wired for our electrical, but got our own HVAC system in here too. So we'll start finishing out this room here in the next probably month or so. We're going to have our glass doors installed there. So definitely subscribe so you can see kind of how it all comes together. It's going to look really unique. All right, here in the garage, underneath that basketball court we were just on, again, we have our steel beams going across just to make sure that basketball court has enough support on it. So we have actually double tongue and groove, double eye joist scissored together on top of those beams running across. So we have the TGI's eye joist going across, and then also the steel beams, double support. So play as much basketball as you want up there without having any bounce. And then we have steel in these walls that it all ties into and carries up top. But kind of the reason why you see those here, but we'll get those nice and painted to flow with the rest of the garage. Out here, getting ready to start our flat work. Just got our electrical done per CPS. So house is getting hot. Then we'll start finishing our trim out inside, but a lot of pieces coming together and working towards the finish line. Here outside, to continue to come together, we got our stucco, we got our exterior tile features. Kind of talked about that in some previous videos, but something the homeowner had a unique vision for. Sat down with them, kind of got our color schemes down. That way everything blends together. But we had our base coat, scratch coat on there, and then we installed the tile, so it's got a nice drain flow behind it. Our windows installed. We got our head flashing to match our window frame, so everything flows together. And then obviously you have your stone large turrets and feature areas on the outside. So everything just blends together real nice, coming together per the homeowner's vision. So going to be real cool to check out. Definitely subscribe so you can see that come together. Next video on this home, we're probably going to have all our countertops installed. We're going to start with plumbing trim out. So everything inside will start coming together, look pretty. So hopefully follow along and see how this home comes down the finish line.